eNCA is in possession of party documents revealing the wrong ANC candidate for Ward 4 in Bladeville in Lichtenburg has made his way onto the list for the local government polls. Residents there have vowed to continue causing chaos if the ANC's provincial leadership does not intervene and resolve the matter. eNCA's Pule Letshwiti-Jones is in the area for us. Pule, thank you so much for making time. There's an ANC member who was shot in that area allegedly by police. What are the police saying about that? And is the matter under investigation now?
Well, yes, what the police are saying is that the matter is currently under investigation. In fact, the police watchdog IPID is now handling the case. We can't confirm that it is a police officer who's being currently investigated for this matter. It was quite sad to actually speak to the family yesterday who actually, in inverted commas, said that they've lost their son to a political game. And that's how sad it was to show that, these residents here in Lichtenburg, in Bladeville, are still worried that the candidate list has been submitted to, of course, the PLC, which is the party list committee. We're actually ratifying this list before it can go to national leadership in the ANC, to say that they don't know what's going to happen now, but to actually take the matter into their own hand and act, because they say that, the likes of Shomani Chauke, who is the IPC, the Interim Provincial Committee leader, hasn't come out to address the community as to what may happen next. I tell you what, Clement, it's not only in Bladeville, in Lichtenburg, it's other areas in Itsoseng as well, just kilometers away from, or rather neighboring towns from that community, complaining of the same thing. And yesterday the ward councillor said that, he's a bit concerned and worried that, the ANC internal processes of nominating a candidate and placing them on a candidate list is causing nothing but havoc in these communities.
You have seen the documents, Pule, that reveal that there's a candidate for Ward 4 who made it on the list, and this is the wrong candidate. How is the ANC responding and dealing with this matter?
Yes, so we've been here since Friday, about 72 hours since we've been here. We've been trying to get communication from the provincial leadership of the party in this area. And, they've been missing in action. They haven't actually come back to us. We actually had to come down to the ground and actually see the root cause of this problem. And we saw documents that actually show that the person who's on the list was not nominated. There's actually a video, Clement, showing the whole process where the leadership and the members of the branch general meetings announced the winner of the candidate who was chosen by the community, and that candidate only made it number 3 on the list. So that was quite a concern. But now the provincial spokesperson of the ANC in the party, Kenny Murulong, just updating us right now, saying that what's happening here clearly is out of hand. And they do admit that there are investigations in place to actually look into, rigging of lists and to see if the processes were flawed. But subsequent to that, Clement, is that the deadline was yesterday. There was a directive given by NEC member Obed Papela from, of course, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, Kgalma Motlanthe, to say that deadline of the dispute has to be tomorrow, and the national leadership of the party has to only today look into this list before submitting them to the IEC. So, it begs to differ to say what is their stance, because the form of communication that we know is that it's even on documents that we've seen that the ANC said that they will only resolve some of these disputes after the elections. And this is the matter that has actually caused, residents of Lichtenburg to actually be angry.
Yeah, and the question is the ANC really going to meet the deadline next week when they get that window after the registration weekend, given these internal fights? Pule, thank you so much for updating us on that story. That's Pule Letshwiti-Jones, one of our reporters who is in Lichtenburg. Still to